we now know when AEW Grand Slam Australia will be airing. And Tony Khan, he did an interview with Scott Fishman of TV Insider and was asked about it airing on TV, and was that always the plan? And Tony Khan's response was, yes. Having this be a TV event has always been the plan. That's something that the network wanted. It's something the network brought to us recently as an opportunity to follow NBA All-Star Saturday. We saw it as a huge opportunity. It was a great vote of confidence for our partners at Warner Brothers Discovery. It will be one of the biggest nights of the year on TNT. It's a great opportunity given the lead-in. Nothing I would argue against that. I do feel it's a great lead-in that they have of the NBA All-Star Saturday coverage going into this event. But I am sorry, I have to grade the promotion of this event much lower in terms of just the rollout of this. Literally tonight was the first time on AEW programming that you were told when this was going to be airing. When we are 10 days out from this, why the schedule reflected this, but they could not have said this a week ago or even earlier. I understand that maybe some of this was nailing this down, but like once it's up on your schedule, it just seems as though that this has been, I'm sure there is a lot more to this. It has not been a seamless promotion, but now we do know where it's airing, and we pretty much have a finalized card with potentially a Mercedes Moné match, probably the only outstanding one that they are teasing. But we have 4 matches, and it is looking to be a pretty great show.
Yeah. They should be able to fit all those matches into 2 hours, so as a 2-hour experience, I think it could be a pretty good one.
5 matches in 2 hours. I mean, that is,
But what are they going to do to round out the live viewing experience for the people that, reportedly, or at least I've seen, have spent quite a bit of money to travel, many of them to travel to get to this event. I can't imagine it'll only be a 2-hour thing. I have to imagine they'll be doing other things, but I don't know if what those things will be and how much clarity those people might have. But this whole thing with the scheduling, I really do wonder how much of it was up to AEW and how much they just basically had to kind of wait and see to confirm. If that was the case, I wouldn't expect Tony to be the type to just, talk shit about his partners. He's the king of just like not really saying what he's thinking. But at the same time, you owe it to your audience, I think, to maybe be a little bit more honest and give your answers that might indicate just, if you did experience some difficulty, at least maybe indicate that, this is because it otherwise reflects poorly on him and his promotional abilities.
Yeah, I would state as well I'm certainly sympathetic to the people that are in Australia, and especially those not directly in Brisbane that were planning to travel for this. Like, let's remember, when this was first announced, they did a whole media blitz going over there, announcing it as a stadium show. And I'm sure you were looking when tickets went on sale. This is a stadium event. I don't think they're booking a stadium for a 2-hour collision replacement. Like, you were thinking, this is Grand Slam. Like, this is going to be a pretty significant event. And I'm not saying it's insignificant, but like even now, like you wouldn't have any indication this is more than these 4 matches that have been announced, potentially with a 5th. Like, that's all that you know so far of what is going to be there. And the way this was rolled out at the beginning, for those people that bought tickets right at the beginning, I can understand that there is, some trepidation or just disappointment of what this was sort of sold as and what it's being delivered as.
There's a really popular Reddit thread that was going around of somebody describing their experience, and many commenters also sharing their experiences of booking their hotel, like booking flights, to get to Brisbane because it's Australia. You kind of have to fly from city to city. And
people don't realize how gigantic Australia is. Like it's gigantic. It's not as though this is just convenient for people in Sydney or Melbourne to get to.
Booking their hotels to be close to the stadium and then having the venue change, many of them getting worse seats as a result of the change, then having to now drive an extra distance to get from their original hotel to the new venue, which is on the other side of town. So just a big fiasco, and you have to feel for those people.
And to the best of our knowledge, this will be simulcast on Max, so it doesn't look as though like you'll get an ability to watch it live, for instance, with the Max option. It would seem that this is going to be simulcast.
That's another interesting question. Again, like I have to think that might be a TNT call, or maybe it's something. Is it a technical issue? I don't know. But like this was a missed opportunity to make Max feel like more of a priority.
I don't think you'd be harming either side to be able to air this live, incentivize your Max subscriptions to, you want to watch this, and maybe you get some bonus matches that are not going to be airing in the 2-hour window. Use that 2-hour window. That's to funnel in people that either don't have Max, which is not an insignificant amount of your wrestling audience, and to get some kind of funneling of that NBA crossover, at least for the first quarter. I think you could satisfy doing both, airing it live in the middle of the night on Max, and then air it at 10:30, 11 p.m. on the Saturday night. But I'm not making these calls.
If you like this video, consider joining our Patreon, the Post Wrestling Cafe. Multiple bonus podcasts every week, ad-free shows, and access to our full archive. Otherwise, a like and subscribe is much appreciated. Thank you for watching.